Hey guys, this is our last and fourth commandment, artist commandment. It's be humble, patient, and generous. Those qualities will make the whole difference about your artist experience, how you live your artist experience. The first thing is that we don't, we are not born with talent, okay? We develop it. And some people, they are sometimes luckier than others. They have some predispositions, or maybe their parents, they put them in a art course when they were 3 from 20. So those people, they look like they are born with talent, but the fact is that they just had good circumstances that help them compared to others. But talent is something that can be cultivated, okay? And it's not easy. It's long, but I don't know if you realize, if you started doing some drawing at 3 until 20, you probably put a lot of hours into it. So it's normal that those people are good. But if you never drew before, how can you expect to be good in like 5 hours? It's so long to learn. Like, human beings, they need time to learn, and it's taking a lot of time, okay? So knowing that talent has to be cultivated, you've got to learn how to learn to be patient, learn to be humble. Because if you're not patient, well, you will discourage yourself in 2 or 3 days, and you will never draw again. But it could take years, frankly. It depends of everyone, but it's taking time. The other thing is about being humble. The first time you will do a drawing and it will not be good, well, if you're like, oh, I should do something perfect the first time, too bad, I'm not good. So you're just not humble enough. Being humble is accepting that you're a beginner in the beginning. So you're accepting that what you did is not perfect, it's not wonderful, but it's a first step. So that's the first point about this. The second point is about dealing with criticism. And I've talked about it a little bit in our last video. You know, like when you're creating or exploring, you sometimes create things that are not beautiful. And those things, well, you should not show them to others, because this is your exploration area. So all my trials and all my explorations, I don't put them outside. They are for me. They are for my own personal growth. If you're in a group of art development, that's okay to share together, because we all in parallel in this creation. But it's only your final production that you show and share to the world, because those productions are like final to you. I did my best, I want to show it to the outsiders. Well, if you show it, you have to expect a feedback and a criticism. Critics help us to grow. It happens that we don't receive good comments about what we do, and that's hard. It's really hard, because you put all your soul and finally people don't like it, and it happens all the time. And as a creator, I can tell you how many times I had no in my life, how many no's. Okay, you know that I do some drawing, but I also publish different books. So my first book, do you know how many people I had to send it to before I got a yes? Okay, you can try to guess a number in your head. And I will tell you, I sent it to 30 publishers before I get one yes. Okay, so if I was, after 28 no's, I was like discouraged, well, and I've stopped, well, it would never have been published. You understand? So you really have to push through, and in the beginning, especially, it's no, no, no. You get bad comments, but at some point, you get better, and you finally reverse the tendency, and people start to say, yes, that's cool, I like it, do more and more often. And you get those comments that are positive, and that comes more and more often, and you're creating a motivation feedback loop instead of just criticism. That comes with time, you know. It takes time. There's another thing about that, which is about admiration versus envy. And it's really, really easy to be jealous of someone else. Like, this person have so much talent, and you feel like this grunge inside of you. It's not a positive feeling. It's a feeling that is restricting yourself to feel good, okay? When you're feeling jealous or when you're feeling the envy, you cannot be happy with yourself. It's negative. And there's a way to convert it into admiration, but you've got to do it consciously. Tell me in the comments if you feel sometimes you are envious or jealous, and how you convert it is that instead of telling, how can this person be so good and I'm not, tell the contrary. Wow, this person is so good, it's inspiring to me. One day I will be as good as this person. Okay? This person, I can observe how he or she works, and that's going to help me to grow and to get better. And if this person can do it, I can do it. Okay, so reverse it to make it a positive loop toward change instead of putting barriers and limiting environment to your growth. This is a much more positive way to see things. The other thing is, when you learn to transform into admiration, you can also start learning from others, and this comes with accepting that you don't know everything at first. If you accept that you're a beginner and that you're not knowing, you can seek for help. You can ask to other people, how do I do that? And this will also allow you to be aware of what you need to know. And if it happens that someone else detained this knowledge, well, you can ask this person, you can take a course with this person. And this way, well, you're saying like, I don't know this yet, but I'm gonna learn from that person. So it really creates a way for you to learn, to get good, and in a much more positive way if you're humble, patient, and generous. That's not easy. And being generous is being generous with yourself, but with the world. You know that art is like a therapy. We do it for ourselves, but we do it for others. And we give, and people, they look at it, they consume, and it's a gift we do for them. In the beginning, our gift is maybe not the best, but when we get good, creating art is our gift to the world. And that's how you can change it from something you do for you to something that you do for the world. So that concludes our preparatory series. The next time we see each other is in our workshop. So I hope you like it, and make sure to comment in the videos, tell me what you think about that.